Emma came in and dragged Harry and Helena for their ridiculous behavior, it was cute, but now it's kind of getting weird. And I feel like it's time for her to divest herself from Harry and everything that involves Harry and focus on her own connections in here, because she has come in to find love. She's not coming in here to get back with Harry. So I feel like moving forward, unless Harry or Helena comes for her, I feel like she needs to focus on herself. Like in this episode, when she pulls Helena to be like, I don't really like how you have been moving in the house with Harry, and I feel like you're letting Harry take you for a mug. I feel like if Helena came to talk with Emma and she said that, cool. But I feel like pulling Helena specifically to say that, even though what she said is true, considering she's Harry's ex and doesn't like Helena, I feel like it was strange. As much as I feel like Helena is a mug, when Helena said it's strange that she's even pulling her, why is she getting involved, she needs to focus on her own shit, I agree. Now she's going back to Connor to bitch about the whole situation, and Connor is kind of looking at her funny now, because it's like, you know, he came in here to enjoy a relationship with her, and now it's kind of become the Harry show. And I agree with him on that, but one thing I have to side eye on that is the fact that he's backing Harry and basically saying that he thinks what Harry said is true in terms of her coming in to drag his name. To me, that's very much a side eye, but am I surprised that that came out of Connor's mouth? No. He's shown himself to have no integrity, and he plays rugby, so that pretty much says it all about the type of integrity that Connor has to be siding with Harry. But in saying that, it is looking that way, Emma, because you've come in here and it just seems like you're very much invested in Harry's relationship. I don't think she's wrong for dragging Harry, and I feel like Connor feels like she is wrong for dragging Harry, and that's where I disagree with him. But we know how Connor moves, and I feel like he's probably going to sack her off. Emma then starts complaining to Connor, basically saying that she feels like he didn't defend her, like when Harry was slagging her off, why didn't he defend her? Personally, I feel like she held her own in that conversation. Maybe Connor should have had a talk with Harry and been like, look, you know, I don't appreciate, you know, you creating tension in the house with the girl that I'm coupled up with. Maybe he should have done that. But in terms of Connor and Harry now beefing at the fire pit, I think that was a bit unrealistic one. And expecting that from Connor, of all people, so on, you're with the wrong man. So yeah, moving forward, I feel like she needs to focus on her own connections and stop worrying about Harry and Helena. Everybody feels the same way about them in the house, so I feel like she's not really saying anything new here. She should stop involving herself here, because she is just going to ruin her PR obsessing over what Harry is doing, because that's what it's looking like right now. And it's like, did you really come all this way for your storyline to be Harry? I don't know if the producers were telling her to pull Helena, but I feel like it needs to stop. But I'm going to hear from you guys. Do you feel like Emma is entitled to like pull Helena for a chat and tell her about herself? Or do you feel like she needs to stop getting involved in the Harry and Helena business? And what do we think? And what do we think about Connor's input? Let me know.